Hey friends, Jennifer here with Moreau Family Farm. Antonio just went to go move the truck because we are doing demo today. I've been talking about for a while that we're going to be ripping out the flooring in the kitchen, and as you can see, everything is kind of just a mess. It's one thing at a time. We have very limited storage here, so things have to kind of end up on the counters, and then we're going to have to put them in boxes. We've been throwing away boxes stupidly, so I've been just finding bins or something to put our things in. I have it stored in my daughter's room for right now because if you guys know, if you follow me on Facebook, then you would know that I just did a round trip to Florida and back and dropped off the kids with my parents. And the kids are gonna be in Florida, hanging out with them, having a grand old time, while me and Antonio are here ripping up this floor, and hopefully we get a lot done. I'm hoping that we get at least to the halfway point to where we're putting down the new plywood today. Yeah, and of course we have this nasty, moldy, deteriorated wall that we're dealing with here. So all of this has to get redone, rebuilt, and there's poop in there from little mices. I'm kidding. From the mice. They're coming in through the walls and eating that stuff, but for the majority of it, this is just deteriorated wood. I mean, look at this. How crazy is this? I mean, you can see there's definitely been some termites in there. There's termite tunnels. And also water. You know, there's been a lot of leaking through this window and stuff. It hasn't leaked. I haven't seen water come in since we've been here. But it's probably dripping down in through the wall because it's nasty. It's nasty. So I'm gonna put down the camera, help him load this stuff up. I'm gonna grab some gloves, get this nasty stuff out of here. I've got to move the table and some of this stuff over here. Luckily, we are not going to be ripping up the floor in the living room. The floor, the plywood is sound. The only thing that we have to worry about doing is raising the floor to make the floor level before we put down our flooring that we're putting down, which is the flooring that we have here. So we just need to make sure that all of the floor is even all the way across. This here was from where the walls were that we just recently took down. There was a wall that went here, and then there was a wall that went from here down to that wall there. So we have to, you know, take all these beams out and stuff like that to get the floor nice and level. And of course, once we rip all this flooring out here and see what we're dealing with, I have to finish cleaning up and organizing and doing dishes and, you know, all the cleaning supplies and all this stuff. So luckily not all of these cabinets were used. I didn't put anything down here. I just used the drawers. And I don't really think, oh yeah, there's only like light bulbs in there, so I just need to clean that stuff out. And as far as the pantry over here, the floor here seems pretty sound, to be honest with you. So I don't know if we're gonna have to replace any of this. I mean, it really doesn't look like it needs to be replaced. He'll look underneath the floor. He'll go under the crawl space to check to see what it looks like under here. But I mean, this is very sound. I can jump up and down in here and there's nothing. As you can see, there's a hole right there in the wall. Mouse traps. But we haven't had mice in here in a few weeks, so that's good. Still dealing with stuff in there, but yeah. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. So hopefully we don't have to do much with that. How do you think that? Do you think we're going to have to do anything with that wall?
I don't know yet.
It's like it's missing a lot of mortar.
No, that's not.
You don't think we have to deal with that?
No, I gotta
Like,
clean that out anyway, you
no,
know?
I'm talking about, oh, right. Oh, goodness, my gosh, you guys. I totally forgot that we're putting the sliding glass door here. So we're going to be putting this sliding glass door over here. So we're not really that worried about the wall over here because it's going to be coming out anyways. Which, thank God for that, right? But it makes me a little concerned because when we rip out all of these cabinets here, we're going to have a pretty big mess that we're going to have to deal with over on this side. But again, we'll deal with that when we get there. You can see he ripped off the paneling over here and just look how, like, just nasty that is. This whole house is just a nasty mess. But we're going to get working on it, and I'll come back when we get some stuff done. Just took up one of the sheets of plywood and show them how weak that floor is underneath it. Like, the whole thing on the bottom is completely rotted out. It's crazy. Thankfully, the top piece of plywood is very sturdy, or else we would have been falling through the floor.
There's the other hand.
Yeah, I see it. I didn't want to walk over there. Isn't that crazy how that top piece is just so firm, but as soon as you take it off, forget it. Down you go. But anyways, we got some of it cleaned up. We got the top of the island and we got the island taken out. I say island. We got the countertop of the breakfast little bar there. That's been taken out. This top plywood is actually in pretty good condition, so we're gonna try to save this and maybe use it for a chicken coop or something, possibly. I'm not sure, but it's good wood. If possible, if we can get it without breaking it, then great. We have one sheet that's salvageable. I'm gonna go and beat some nails out of it, but I mean that one is decent wood. Just that bottom one, forget it. No way. No way. But we're getting there. Well, it looks like we ripped out more than anticipated today, which I knew that was going to happen, but it's all right. It's all right. The more that we rip out, the more we can get done, the quicker we can get it done. So it's all right. Got all the cabinets out. Look at that nastiness, though. Look how much mold and grossness. All that stuff is coming out tomorrow, though. As you can see, it is dark outside. It is 7:30, so we're done for tonight. The floor is open. That's okay. You know, we have a door on our bedroom, so if any little critters come up. Oh goodness. Anyways, this isn't the first time that we've had open floor in the house, so we're all good. Everything's okay. Things are getting done, and yeah, to be continued. Got my coffee. Got my fire. This does not go in the fire. That's plastic. That goes in that box over there. We got all the lower cabinets out. Most of that side of the floor, including this. This is not fastened in yet. We got our stove. We got a table to store our stuff on. As long as I have my coffee, it's gonna be a good day. I've got stuff that I have to do today. I have to go out here and make room in this area so we can get the dishwasher out there and find a space to put the stove. And then also I've got to take all the nails out of all that wood there. So I'm going to be a busy girl while he isn't here ripping up the floor, although I like to do that part, but
No, I'm not gonna.
that's okay.
I gotta repair first.
Oh, you're going to repair that first and then do this section? Oh, I'm surprised.
Well,
You don't have to.
Well, I kind of.
Oh,
Oh shoot! I gotta get that wood off that truck. Cause
well, we're going to start by, cleaning up the stuff that we have to do, the boards. But anyways, I'll keep you guys posted and let you know what's going on, what things will look like. I'm not going to show you step by step. Every now and then I'll come over here and let you see what he's doing. But I can't do like a whole video of how-tos because I just can't. We're both working here, so it's hard for somebody to record and stuff like that. And he won't record it, just so you know. He just won't do that. So, all right, I will keep you guys updated. Drywall taken out. Now we're working on pulling up the flooring here. We had a change of plans. We said that we were going to do one section at a time, but you know what? So anyways, we figured it was going to be easier just to get everything out of here, do everything that we have to do, replace the wood that we have to replace, and then just kind of go from there. So he just got finished taking out the wood because the refrigerator was here. Okay. But yeah, so we have replaced, I think only one piece of wood so far, or two. Well, okay, so there's a jack right there that is on this 2x4 right here. We had to jack it up to remove the rotted wood that was under here. We still have more that we have to remove. That's why this flooring has to come out, because we're going to have to remove all of this probably against this wall here. Also, he put down a this right here, we had to replace all that wood on the bottom there because that was all rotted out. So that's done. And now we're going to rip this out. So time for me to help out and get to work. All right, so we got the wood up there on the edge of the wall. So now we are going to lower, I'm going to come over here. Drum roll. All right, come on, Mr. Drum roll.
And that's why destruction is so wide. Just because it's about doesn't make it right. So you should question everything that you're taught.
And just like that. Actually, that piece of wood down there is going to go down a little bit more.
Yeah, it's gonna go, but I gotta shoot that up.
Yeah.
I'm shoot that one into that.
Yep.
Shoot these into that.
Mm-hmm. How cool was that, though? You guys got to see the floor being lowered. And, yeah. That's it for that part, anyways. And now we just have to work on putting in some, we're not removing the beams that are here. We're just going to add to them to make them more stable. Because these beams are only like halfway rotted and kind of like, huh? Not halfway, like a quarter of the way rotted. Well, that and there was termites here, so, but this, yeah, that's mostly, see over there you can see termite grooves, okay? Some of them, the wall had termites, you know.
No, that wall's from that water.
Well, the water,
Water
yes, but then the water brought the termites. He always wants to argue with me. I know what I'm talking about. But, anyways, there is some termite damage to some of this wood because of the moisture that was in the floor. But it's not completely rotted, and we don't have any termites. So we are going to keep the wood there because it's still somewhat decent. We're just going to add to it. Like, if you look at all of these here, that's not necessary, but they did that because they're adding to it. So, yep, I'm going to get you some more because, all right. But that's it for now, you guys. I got to go run to the dump, get rid of some stuff. He's going to start working on some of this stuff. Don't lose my hammer. You got enough or you need me to get you some more? Okay. All right, guys, we are on day 3. Everything underneath has been corrected. You can see that's been fixed over here. We still have to fix the 2x4s on the walls. Those still need to be replaced, but we'll get to that when we start doing the drywall and stuff. So that's been replaced. We added a piling. You can't see it, but that right there is a new piling. And all of the joists looked good, so we didn't really have to do too much with that. The only thing you can't see is on the bottom of this plywood here is tar paper. So this right here is the tar paper, and we just staple it on the bottom side. The tar paper is just to help with any kind of moisture that comes up from the bottom. And because we are on a crawl space, and as of this point, we don't have any gutters yet. So we still have to put gutters on the outside of the house. And we also have to do the moisture barrier underneath the crawl space. So the tar paper is just going to help with that until we can get that done. But it's also, regardless whether we have it or not, it's always good. You always want to put the tar paper down on the bottom. It's always going to help. So, yeah, we're almost done with the flooring. Obviously, we have some more plywood that we have to put down here. And then we have a second layer that we have to put down also. So we get 2. This is 1/2 inch. And the other one that's going to go on top is going to be 1/2 inch also. Hopefully it lines up. It should. We got to get it to line up with the edge right here. So hopefully it will. That's all that we really have to show you for today, for this part of the video. We're going to just go ahead and finish this up the best we can. And then hopefully tomorrow we'll get the second layer on. And we'll go from there. Keep you guys updated. See you soon. Alright, second layer is going down. Sorry, holding this one here. Reload. one of the things that we were concerned about was this flooring on this side here is the original flooring, and this is the one that we're putting down. We've had issues before when we've had to raise the floor up and then it doesn't end up being even with the rest of the flooring, and that's been kind of one of our biggest issues, is just having a really hard time with getting all the floor even, because when you go to put down this kind of flooring, it just makes it really challenging if you have different, if it's off, even if it's off like 1/8 of an inch or even less than that, like just a 1/16 of an inch. It's really, really frustrating. And we do put down the self-leveling stuff, but even then, sometimes it creates issues. So this feels good though. I'm really happy with the way this feels. There's a little bit of a lump right here in the floor, but that has something to do with this beam that's right here. We'll see. We will see what happens with that. You can kind of see it a little bit, but I don't think it's too bad. It's not the worst that we've had, that's for sure. That back room was really tough. Really, really tough. When you've never done this kind of work before and you've never replaced, you know, joists and pillars and all kinds of stuff, it's a lot. It is definitely a lot. It's a learning experience. He's been learning as he goes, and we both have been. But it is what it is. It's getting done. That's the important thing. All right, we had to take out the wood that went right here underneath the corner of the fireplace. And we knew that this area here was pretty deteriorated. So I don't know if you guys can see it down there. I don't know why I cannot zoom in, but right here, the wood is completely just gone. It's been really just deteriorated from moisture and who knows whatever else. So we have to replace the wood from kind of like under where he is. I don't know if you can see him down there. Antonio is hiding, but he was down up under there. So we're going to replace the wood from down in that corner up in there and replace the board about 63 inches, 62 inches over this way. And we're going to put two pieces. We're going to double them up kind of like you see here of 2 by, I think they're 2 by 8s. So we're going to go ahead and rip this stuff out and replace it. And of course, in order to do that, we've got to jack up the floor. And there's the jack right there. So we got to jack that up to loosen up the wood here so we can cut out the wood and then replace the wood. And that's what we're going to be working on here shortly. And then once that's done, then we'll finish doing the rest of the plywood on the floor. Maybe while he's doing that, maybe I'll bring in some of the plywood and start putting some tar paper down. So we can put the tar paper goes face down towards the ground, and then the second layer on top doesn't need any tar paper. But we need at least 1, 2, 3, 6 pieces of plywood over there, if not 8. Just one's gonna have to be cut, and then the ones that go here, and then we should be able to hopefully finish up the plywood kind of stuff today, hopefully. And then if we can start that today, then if we can finish up this stuff today, then tomorrow we're gonna start by ripping out. I want to just go ahead and rip out the cabinets and stuff and get all of this stuff out of here tomorrow. No, because we got to start working on. We're gonna have to start working on the drywall. So we got to rip out the drywall here, and if we're going to rip that out, we might as well rip out those cabinets. But that'll be probably tomorrow. Today is Friday, and I believe the kids are going to be home on Monday. So we're not going to be able to get the new cabinets in or anything like that. But at least we'll be able to have the plywood floor down, and hopefully some of the drywall will start going up. Possibly. That means I have to make a run to Lowe's to pick up some more drywall, because I think this is the only sheet of drywall that we have. Yeah, right? So I'm going to have to pick up some drywall probably either tomorrow or Saturday. And yeah, so we got a lot of stuff left to do. But we got a lot of stuff done also. So busy and extremely tired. So he's getting that done. We've been burning a lot of the wood, which has been really good. So we don't have like a lot of stuff just lingering around. We've got a lot of the wood just in the fireplace here, and also we've been burning it outside in our little fire pit out there. And today was another one of those not so fun days on the farm, because it was goat disbudding day, which is taking a hot iron to their poor little horns. But they're all doing great. They're all hanging out together, all 5 of them. They're all doing really well. And hopefully none of them end up with horns, but sometimes even with disbudding, they get little scurs. But hopefully all went well. It's a little bit later than we like to usually do it. Today is day 11, actually. But they should still be okay. And they all got done really quickly. So, got that done early. This is what we're currently dealing with. He has got to use 2 different jacks to jack up that corner over there. But it's a lot. So, he's using that bottle jack right there. You need me to get over there and help you hold it?
No, I got it.
Okay, you're close. What a pain in the butt. See if you guys see in the fireplace here, it has those crack lines. And it looks like they've filled that crack right there, but you could see that it's still cracking. And he's down there contemplating things. I don't know what he's contemplating, but he's thinking about
Hey,
stuff.
right here, right about, let me see.
Yeah.
Right about here,
Yeah.
just past this.
Uh-huh.
Is that where the brick starts?
All right, you guys, we had to remove this wood right here. And I just want to show you something. You never truly know what's going on until you remove stuff sometimes. But I'm going to show you in just a second what's been living in all of this. Well, what was living. And I'm sure he had a bunch of friends with him. But
Mummy,
don't touch it.
he's about 2,000 years old. Look, you can tell
He's actually 2 million years old.
2 million years old. By the scientists that say that they're here. Look, he choked on some fuzz. And pull that out of your mouth, buddy.
Don't. Stop.
Look,
Stop.
see? That's what happened to him. I told him not to eat that stuff.
But anyways, my gosh, you guys. Maybe he did choke with that in his mouth. Don't. The kids are going to get it. The kids get a kick out of stuff like this. But yeah, this mummy's got to be at least, I don't know.
2 million years old.
2.5 million, I think, if I'm doing my calculations correct.
Yeah.
But
According
yeah.
to the age of the
according to the prehistoric age scientists, yes, this would be 2.5 million years old.
yeah, you know how
But anyways, just thought it was funny. Wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, friends, we are finally finished with the subflooring. It's day 6. That's how long it took us to rip up the flooring, fix the pilings, fix the joists, and get all of the subfloor plywood put down. But for the most part, it's done. There's a few little places that are kind of squeaky that we need to add another screw or nail or something. But for the most part, everything is pretty sound. So one of those areas that we have to fix is this area right here, which may require getting up under the crawl space. It's not doing it now, of course. Up there it goes. But anyways, that spot there needs to be shored up. There's a nail sticking up here that has to be pushed down. This area over here has been a killer. This area by the fireplace has taken us the longest time. And as you can see, this subfloor here, the new subfloor, is not matching up with this floor here, because right here where my hand is, it's the piling that's underneath this is higher than the rest of the pilings on this line. So also the corner drops a little bit, and then it kind of over here, it kind of dips just a little bit. Now this is the original. We're hoping that we don't have to do anything with this. He's been underneath the house in the crawl space, and he said that all the wood looks fine right there. It's just kind of sunken down a little bit. So we need to figure out what to do with this area right here, and it's pretty obvious that it's different. And then also when you look at the fireplace, you can see there is a lot of cracking right there, and that's from the ground settling. But what they did was they added mortar right here, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. So instead of fixing the problem, they just filled in the problem. So we're gonna probably have to yank that stuff out. Now the good thing is, we had a contractor here who has become a friend of ours. His name is Tony. I wish I could remember the name of his company, and I can't at the moment. But anyways, he said that the brick on the outside here is just for decoration. It is not part of the actual fireplace itself. We don't want to have to take it down. If anything, he gave us a suggestion of possibly putting drywall over it. So we're not 100% sure yet what we're going to do. Oh my gosh. I think I touched something. Oh man. Anyways, it's going to be there now for the rest of the video. I can't get it off all the way. But anyways, on the outside of this wall, there's another fireplace, man. It's a mess out there. I'm so embarrassed just to even show you this, you guys, but it's a storage area for now. One day, all of this, even outside past that door right there, one day it's going to be a master bedroom. So none of this is going to look the same. But this brick right here serves no purpose also. It's just decoration. But I don't think we're going to get rid of it. If anything, we'll fill it in. I don't know. I don't even know what it's used for. They cooked on it or something. I don't really know. But anyways, as far as the inside of the house goes, so all the plywood is down. It's matched up surprisingly. I say surprisingly because boy, it has been a booger trying to match up all of the flooring to get everything even and stuff. And if you guys have been with us long enough, you know that we were doing the floor down here and in the bedrooms. And of course, because it wasn't all done, we have chipping on the edges. So some boards need to get pulled out. We're going to have to redo some of it. Hopefully they still carry this flooring because we're probably going to have to get more of it. We do have some boxes here, and then we have some boxes over there somewhere along the wall. But anyways, it's still a lot. There's still a lot that we have to do. We've got to pull out all of this drywall here. We got to remove the door, pull out all of these cabinets. There's a fly flying around that's annoying. We will eventually have the sliding glass door right here, which this is the sliding glass door. So that is going here, which this is going to have to be extended a little bit. So we're going to have to cut like around right here, I think, into the wall because it's a 6-foot door. What else? He fixed some, he moved the ice maker line because the refrigerator was originally, where was the refrigerator? It was over here. The refrigerator was over here somewhere, but the refrigerator is going to be right there. The stove is going to be right here somewhere-ish. Corner cabinet, you know, sink, dishwasher on this side. So he had to move because the dishwasher was originally on that side. Now we're putting the dishwasher on this side because I'm right-handed. So he had to move some stuff. Plus he's going to have to redo the plumbing over here. He's going to put in some new just plumbing stuff. But yeah, we still have a lot left to do. We're also going to have pendant lights from the ceiling. So that fan is actually going to be removed. Even though we installed that fan, we're going to take it down and patch the hole in the ceiling. And we're going to have pendant lights over the island, which is going to be, I don't know why I'm so zoomed in. I'm sorry, guys. But anyways, the island is going to be somewhere like around here. It's a 3-by-5-foot island. But oh my gosh, I did it again, you guys. I gotta stop touching my face. But anyways, we still have a lot left to do. And I think tomorrow we're gonna start with ripping out the drywall. I'm not 100% sure though, because the kids are coming home from Florida tomorrow. It's Monday, and then they go back to school on Wednesday. So I don't know if we're gonna do it tomorrow, or if we might actually just wait until, you know, they're back in school to give us a couple days to spend with them. But at least the floor is good. But yeah, that's it. So we still got a ways to go. So stay tuned because we got a lot more to show you.